Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Byaoko. Today I'm going to show you guys how to crochet this romper over here, and if you check the shorts part of it, it resembles more of a skull. At least some of you told me that on my Instagram. And what I love about this romper, it's adjustable on the waist, and that's how the top part of it looks like. It has overlapping bra cups for a perfect coverage, and that's how the back looks like. But before we make this romper, there's a video that I want you to check out, then we're going to proceed with the rest of this pattern. Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about this romper. Give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Yeah, so let's get started. So first, watch how to make the shorts version of this pattern. The link is in the description box. Alternatively, you can watch how I'm making the upper part, and then you're going to make the shorts later on and combine the two, so whichever works for you. So to begin, trace your middle stitch, and I'm just going to use the crotch area to help me trace up the middle stitch up above. So once you have your middle stitch, you're going to attach your yarn inside that space. So make a single crochet, go back in the same stitch and make a single crochet and tighten that strand. So that single crochet counts as chain one, and then chain one more, and now you have a double crochet. So now go ahead and make double crochet in each and every stitch. Remember to work on both the back post and the front post, so it's basically double crochet in each and every stitch all around. When you get at the end of the row, make a slip stitch to join. See where I'm making my slip stitch? It's at this point over here. To join, to begin on the next row, chain 2, turn your work around like this, and then make double crochet in each and every stitch. Remember to turn your work because it's important. I'm almost at the end of the row, and I have one stitch left. Do not skip this over here. This is, you're going to place your last double crochet over here like that, and you can use this previous row to guide you whether you are making the right thing. So as you can see, this chain 2 belongs to this double crochet, and then this last double crochet that you've just placed belongs to this double crochet like that. You can use the previous row to guide you. So if at all you missed a stitch, then this previous row it's going to hang, and you're going to miss a stitch, so put that in mind. So after placing your last double crochet, you're going to make a slip stitch to join like that, and to begin on the next row, chain 2. Remember to always turn your work, and then after chaining 2, now this chain 2 belongs to this double crochet over here. So in the next stitch, you're going to place your next double crochet inside that space. So you're going to double crochet in each and every stitch, and then all around, and then when you get at this point, you're going to slip stitch to join. and then make a slip stitch to join. So now go ahead, repeat the same pattern until you get to your underbust. In my case, I'm going to make approximately 5. I think I'm going to make up to 5 inches. Let me zoom in my camera. I'm going to repeat the pattern up to 5 inches, and then I'm going to meet you at that point. So your underbust is the area around your rib cage. So now let's start by making the cups. And before we do that, you need to divide your work. And this is the middle point where I've just cut off this yarn over here. And so my bra cup is going to start, it's going to be an overlapping cup. And since this is the middle point, I have skipped 9 stitches and I have marked the 9th stitch, and also this other side I have marked the 9th stitch. So I'm going to start working on my cup from this corner up to this corner that I have marked over here. So yeah, this is going to be more of a bra cup, giving me a good coverage. But while making this cup, we're going to make a very fast reduction. Yeah. So after dividing your work now, also go on to this other side and make the same mark where your start. So this is going for this side. Sorry, this is going to be my starting point up to this other point. And while making the other bra cup, I'm going to overlap it by starting from this point up to this other point. I hope that's clear. So to begin, attach your yarn at one corner. I'm going to attach it at this point where I have marked. Actually, I'm going to go into this previous, the next stitch, and make a single crochet into this stitch now, like that, and then chain 1. So this single crochet and chain 1 counts as your first double crochet. Now make a reduction in the next 2 stitches. Like that. And now make double crochet in each and every stitch. So go ahead, make double crochet in each and every stitch. You're going to pass the middle point, and I'm going to meet you towards this side. So 3 stitches left, 1 2 3. Make a reduction in the next 2 stitches, like that, and then make a double crochet in the last. Sorry, apparently it was 4 stitches left for me. Yeah. So now make a reduction in the next 2 stitches, and then into the final one make a double crochet. So now the next stitch, we're going to lose 3 stitches. In this case, we have only lost 2 stitches after making the reduction. So to begin on the next row, chain 2, turn your work around, make a reduction in the next 2 stitches, and now make double crochet in each and every stitch. I'm going to meet you towards the end of the row and show you how to lose 2 stitches at the end of the other row. So at this starting point, we have only lost 1 stitch, and at the ending point, we're going to lose 2 stitches. At the end of the row, and as you can see, 3 stitches left, this 1 2 and 3. So we're going to lose 2 stitches. So make a reduction, like half double crochet like this, and then now you're going to skip this and into the last double crochet, Now make a complete reduction. So at this point you have lost this stitch, and also you have lost one here, so you have lost 2 stitches in total. So let's repeat this one more time. To begin on the next row, chain 2, turn your work around, make a reduction in the next 2 stitches. Now work double crochet in each and every stitch. At the end of the row, 3 stitches left. This 1, 2, 3. So skip this next stitch and into the last one. That's how you make your reduction. So now go ahead, repeat this pattern. Repeat this pattern until you completely reduce your work. So we're using this technique because I started off with a very big cup, so that's why we're making the first reduction, because if you just reduce 2 per row, it's going to work quite slow. Yeah. So I have completed reducing my work, and at this point I have 4 stitches left. So I'm going to make a double crochet 4 times in these 4 stitches, and I'm going to build it up to form the straps. So this depends with your preference. If you prefer just chain stitches as a strap, that can still work, but as for me, I'm going to make my straps a little bit thick using 4 double crochets. So let me go ahead and build this strap, make it long enough. I'm done fixing the straps, and it's long enough to tie through my back. And so far this is how it looks like. So let me show you how to make this other cup. Remember, the cups are overlapping each other. So now, as you can see, this is the middle point. I'll trace it with this yarn. This is the middle point, and I started this cup overlapping onto this other side. So also this cup, I'm going to start working on it onto this other side. So these stitches from the middle point to here, it's 9 stitches, and then from the middle point to here, it's 9 stitches for me. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to work through these loops over here. So now take your yarn and we're going to fix it. This is the stitch that we're going to start making our double crochet. So I'm going to go into this next stitch and attach my yarn now into this stitch that we need, and now chain 1. So now I have my first double crochet. So we're going to work in between. Hold your work like this, more all folded, to give you easier time to make the double crochets. So this is the first stitch. I'm going to pull the next one over here and make a double crochet. So you keep pulling like this and make a double crochet in between. Sorry, I forgot we were supposed to make a reduction. So after your first double crochet, in the next 2 stitches make a reduction. And now you're going to go ahead and make a double crochet in each and every stitch. So I'm working in between these double crochets. This is the middle point. I'm going to cross over onto this other side and continue making double crochet in each and every stitch. So now let me show you how this other side looks like. So if you turn your work around, this is how it looks like. And now you have double crochets. So now go ahead and make a double crochet in each and every stitch, and then when you get to this corner, we're going to make a reduction. So now on this other side, I'm working inside both loops. At the end of the row, make a reduction in the next 2 stitches, and then your final double crochet into this stitch. So now you're going to go ahead and repeat, make this cap over here with the same pattern I showed you on this other side, but remember you are working from this corner, your starting point to your ending point. Go ahead and reduce your work. I'm going to meet you at that point. So once you're done fixing both caps and making straps, the next thing we're going to do is to fix the straps, and this is how the overlapping caps looks like, and this is how my back looks like. This is the back. So now the next thing to do is to divide your back into 2, like from this corner to this corner, divide it into 2 and mark your middle point. I have already marked mine. So now this is the strap. Let me just align the straps. Since this is the middle point, I'm going to skip some stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 and 7. So I'm going to fix the first stitch here into this 7th one. Let me just mark my stitches because it makes my work easier. So I'm also going to skip 7 on this other side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and mark your stitch. Okay, sorry, let me just cut off this. So yeah, so we're going to fix the straps on the wrong side. So if you place your straps like this, now turn it like this, and now we're going to fix it on this side. And let me just turn my work like this. I have 4 stitches, 4 double crochets on the strap, I mean. So this one 1 2 3 4, so I'm going to slip stitch over here. Oops, let me fix my yarn. So like this, now make a slip stitch, and you're going to make a slip stitch in these stitches, in these double crochets, I mean. Go into the next one and onto this other side and make a slip stitch onto this other side and make a slip stitch. So once you're done making the slip stitch, chain 2 and then pull off the yarn and tighten it off. So I love chaining 2 at the end so that it can be well secured. So now repeat the same thing onto this other side, and then the final thing you're going to do is to weave in your ends, and this romper is done. So yeah, this is now the right side. Now fix this other strap. So finally, let me show you guys how I normally weave in my ends. I'm using this tiny needle to do so. This is also a very important part in crocheting, weaving in your ends. So I normally take all my time to weave in my ends. As you can see, I have inserted the needle and it's not showing on this other side. It's just playing in between. And then I pull it. That's not enough. I'm still going to go back. As you can see, I'm pulling this back again and pulling it like that, going back again and pulling it like that. But it all depends with what you're making, like that. And now at this point you can cut off your yarn and you're done. So this romper is finally done, and this is what I have. This is how the overlapping cups looks like, and this is how the back looks like. Wow. And the waist is adjustable. Thank you so much for watching until the end. You know I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.